Welcome to PassYourClass Dante's DSST Test Prep. Today, I'm thrilled to work through some authentic Civil War and Reconstruction DSST exam practice questions with you. PassYourClass has been supporting students in earning college credit through Dante's examinations for over a decade, and we consistently achieve an exceptional 98% success rate among students who rely on our comprehensive study materials. In today's session, we'll examine challenging Civil War questions covering military strategy, pivotal battles, and the events that triggered America's deadliest conflict. These topics illuminate the complex military and political decisions that shaped this defining period in American history. Let's march into our historical exploration. Why was Pickett reluctant to make his charge at Gettysburg? A. He felt that it was a lost cause. B. He considered himself inadequate. C. He thought that a sneak attack would be a better strategy. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. He considered himself inadequate. General George Pickett expressed deep reservations about leading the famous charge at Gettysburg on July 3, 1863, not because he questioned the strategy, but because he doubted his own capabilities as a commander for such a crucial assault. Pickett had graduated last in his class at West Point and felt insecure about his military abilities compared to other Confederate generals. Despite these personal doubts, he dutifully led approximately 15,000 Confederate soldiers across nearly a mile of open ground against heavily fortified Union positions on Cemetery Ridge. The assault, known as Pickett's Charge, proved to be a catastrophic failure for the Confederacy. The majority of Pickett's men were indeed killed, wounded, or captured during the doomed attack, and Pickett himself was so devastated by the losses that he never forgave Robert E. Lee for ordering the charge. What event prompted the secessionists to attack Fort Sumter? A. Lincoln announced plans to resupply the fort. B. Fort Sumter threatened to attack. C. They became impatient with the siege. D. General McDowell arrived with troops. The correct answer is A. Lincoln announced plans to resupply the fort. The attack on Fort Sumter was directly triggered by President Abraham Lincoln's announcement that he intended to resupply the federal garrison stationed there. Fort Sumter, located in Charleston Harbor, South Carolina, had been under Confederate siege since South Carolina seceded in December 1860. The fort's supplies were running dangerously low by April 1861, and Major Robert Anderson's federal troops faced starvation. When Lincoln notified South Carolina authorities that he would send supply ships to the fort, carrying food and medical supplies, but no military reinforcements or weapons. Confederate leaders viewed this as an act of aggression that would legitimize federal authority in their territory. Rather than allow the resupply mission to succeed, Confederate forces under General Pierre G.T. Beauregard opened fire on Fort Sumter on April 12, 1861, officially beginning the Civil War. What were the most important victories for the Union in 1863? A. Gettysburg and Vicksburg. B. Vicksburg and Chickamauga. C. Chickamauga and Chancellorsville. D. Chancellorsville and Murfreesboro. The correct answer is A. Gettysburg and Vicksburg. The simultaneous Union victories at Gettysburg and Vicksburg in July 1863 marked the turning point of the Civil War and are considered the most strategically important Union successes of that year. The Battle of Gettysburg ended Robert E. Lee's second invasion of the North and dealt a crushing blow to Confederate morale and military strength. Meanwhile, Ulysses S. Grant's successful siege of Vicksburg gave the Union complete control of the Mississippi River, effectively cutting the Confederacy in half and isolating Confederate states west of the river. These victories occurred within days of each other and fundamentally shifted the war's momentum. Chickamauga was actually a Confederate victory, while Chancellorsville was also a Confederate success, but came at the terrible cost of Stonewall Jackson's life. The combined impact of Gettysburg and Vicksburg convinced many Europeans to abandon any thoughts of recognizing Confederate independence. Outstanding work tackling these Civil War and Reconstruction Dante's practice questions. You've just explored crucial military decisions and strategic turning points that determine the outcome of America's most defining conflict. These questions represent only a small portion of the comprehensive Civil War content covered on the actual DSST examination. For complete preparation encompassing all major aspects, including the causes of secession, military campaigns, key personalities, home front experiences, emancipation, and Reconstruction policies, Pass Your Class provides detailed study guides featuring extensive practice questions, battle analyses, and political context to help you understand this complex and transformative period in American history. Check out PassYourClass.com today to access your Civil War and Reconstruction Dante's DSST study materials and become part of our successful community, where 98% of students pass their DSST exams using our proven preparation methods. Thanks for studying Civil War history with us today, and we're confident you'll achieve excellent results on your Dante's examination.